See what we got going on around here. We got football style. That's what we got. It's freaking football style, damn it. Bet you didn't know that. But it is in fact 11:39 a.m. November 3rd, 20 of that goddamn 21. Of that goddamn 21. And we're back to more FF15 here. It's pretty awesome. I know I need to put it back on let me just get rid of that. Not graphics. Full screen mode. There we go. Alright. So we didn't check out outfits last time, so we're going to kind of go through the different outfits that we have. Equip Noctis and his friends with weapons, accessories, outfits, and techniques. Noctis can equip up to 4 weapons, while his friends can only equip 2, because they're losers. So we got a bunch of outfits, and accessories. So we got Ring of Resistance, a protective piece of jewelry that renders the entire party impervious to magical friendly fire. Because there is friendly fire in this game. EDF style. So. Then there's Nixperience Band, a device that stops experience points from being tallied, preventing the party from leveling up. I guess that's if you want to do a low level run. Tech Turbocharger, a device for Noctis that accelerates the tech bar. Replenishment rate, but freezes the armature bar. Of course, that's actually good to have early on, because you don't get the armature bar till much later. So, that's a thing. Armature Accelerator, a device for Noctis that accelerates the armature bar, replenishment rate, but freezes the tech bar. And these three things, Warrior, Blitzer, and Tactician's Fanfare, give you additional AP for earning an A+, for finesse, time, and offense when you're in random battles and stuff. Key of Prosperity, a lucky charm that increases the rate of which fallen foes leave behind items of value. And Stamina Badge, a device that enables Noct to sprint and hang without expending stamina. That's a nice dealio. You can put that on. So we got our different outfits. Here we got the Kingsglaive garb. Brings up your ice resistance by 30 and magic by 20. Huh. Look at that bad boy. Whoa! Look at me now! That's funny. A lot of these outfits are actually mods. So, there's Raven's Flight. Huh. It's like a jacket thing going on. Outdoor gear for all occurrences. This is actually one of my favorite outfits here. It just says Japanese, but not sure what that says. If anybody speaks Japanese, feel free to let me know what that actually says, but it actually brings up your stats by a lot. Actually, it's pretty much like Noct's original outfit, but it has, if you go outside of battle, or outside the menu, it has like a hooded shirt thing, which I really like. Kind of wish there was one with the jacket as well, but oh well. I do actually like that a lot. Kingslave garb, no jacket, vitality up by 40 and magic up by 20. Because a lot of these mods were made by people, and you can literally like put any kind of stat boost on them you want, so it's pretty funny. 13 versus outfit, which is a really nice one. I actually really like this one. If you're not familiar with what Versus 13 was, that was pretty much the prototype for FF15. So, that's a pretty cool outfit, I like it. Versus 15, this is pretty much an enhanced version of that. I actually don't like it as much, but, you know, it's Plus, it's really hot where we are, so you probably don't want to wear that. That probably wouldn't be the best thing to do. And of course, Princess Fatigues, you can also have it without the jacket. Casual outfit. Huh. Look at that thing. Oh! That's just beyond epic. Oop, I just opened up Firefox by accident. I don't know why.
I will say, I have had a bad experience, but I think I've told you this story with police officers on Segways. I don't know why, it was a case of mistaken identity. I was in Love Library on UNL's campus, and I was surrounded by police officers who thought I was someone else, and I was detained for about 10 minutes my freshman year, about one week into my time on campus.
Holy cow!
My heart was beating fast, I'll tell you that.
And if you know Josh, this was well-deserved. I mean, he obviously was doing something
smuggling
that was
drugs,
so outrageous to where...
He's the quiet one, didn't you know? Josh is the freaking quiet one. Bet you didn't know that. Alright, anyway. See what else we got going on here. We got the casual outfit with no jacket. We got the trendy outfit. Huh. Look at that thing. It's got the carbuncle on the jacket, and it says Behemoth for some reason. Why does it say Behemoth and shows a carbuncle? The world may never know. Trendy outfit with no jacket. Royal raiment, which has pretty good stats. But it's basically like wearing a suit, and Lancer's not a fan of wearing suits. So, I certainly never use that. Officers on Segways, freaking Josh. Royal raiment, no jacket, which is almost the same thing. Huh. Chocomog tea. Look at that bad Johnny. Oh yeah. I should wear this throughout the game. That'd be hilarious. Oh. Alright. That would just be silly. Festive ensemble. You can wear a sombrero. What? That has Chocomog on the back, because I don't know why. Sombrero. You know, because we just came from Mexico. So, that's a thing. Master Assassin's robes. That was not actually in the game, on my first playthrough. But it's essentially like the character from Assassin's Creed, I think that's supposed to be. And then, of course, we got it with a hood. Because why not? And then we got the Half-Life costume. Ho! We got the Heb suit from Half-Life, if you're familiar with that game series. That's kind of funny. You can also use the crowbar as well as a weapon. Fun fact. And finally, we got the Magitech exosuit, which actually does protect you from like magic attacks, but it has like a charge barrier thing that has to charge up after a while. It's kind of cool. But I think for story purposes, we're gonna keep the original outfit. My favorite's probably this one, because it has like the hooded shirt. But I think we're gonna keep the original outfit for now. We can always change it. And let's look at the other characters' outfits. So Gladiolus, you can set their abilities. He only has Tempest so far, and it needs to level up. Unleash a sweeping area attack with a greatsword. Depletes tech bar by 1. Some techniques the character has to have a certain weapon on, so he needs a greatsword. So yeah, Noct can use any weapon in the game and have 4 on at once. The other characters can only have 2 on at once, and only certain types. So Gladiolus can use greatswords. Two-handed sword. A greatsword forged for battling many foes at once. The blade inflicts greater damage when surrounded by enemies. We also have some other weapons for him. Some of which are mods. The Mazamune, a relic from a faraway land. This sword sometimes inflicts massive damage against an uninjured foe. And Genji Blade, which is just insanely powerful. That's definitely a mod. A young man dueled with the Blade Master and suffered defeat. This was his katana. Forged in a foreign land, this glaive ends a flurry of attacks with a deadly coup de grace. And Lucian Assassin Greatsword, which would make sense story-wise. The well-balanced Greatsword boosts the strength of every skilled Lucian Assassin. Brings up attack. It actually brings down HP a little bit, but brings up attack, so I think we're going to have that on. And for his secondary weapon, he can have shields that you can use to attack with. And defend. This robust shield boosts the max HP of every skilled Lucian Assassin. So it brings up max HP, attack, defense. So that's his. So he uses great swords and shields. Put the key of prosperity on him, I suppose. Because that'll increase drop rate. And he has outfits. Not as many as Noctis, but he does have outfits. So we got Black Wings, a casual Kingsglaive outdoor outfit. Look at that thing. It's a pretty good outfit. Plus it has better stats. Black casual outfit, no jacket. It's just kind of a casual deal. That's kind of cool. Black casual outfit. He looks like a biker, didn't you know? Crown's Guard NSX1. Thick black leather jeans, fully equipped hunting attire. Look at that. That's kind of cool. Kingsglaive Ascension 1. Personnel Crown's Guard. Ooh, look at that bad boy. NOC, TIS. And then he's got his Crown's Guard fatigues. Or with no jacket. He's got his casual outfit. Also, fun fact, the voice actor for Noctis also voiced Alphen, the main character from Tales of Arise. Little fun fact for you. Got another casual outfit. And of course he's got his Maditect exosuit. Might actually try that for a while. That looks kind of interesting. And we got Ignis. So his technique is Mark. Set up Noctis to warp strike multiple enemies in succession with daggers. Depletes tech bar by 1. Bum ba bum. So he can have daggers. So we got Mage Mashers, daggers, well-balanced and lively daggers that inflict extra harm on vulnerable foes. Mage Mashers, daggers set with protective gems. They mitigate damage from fire, ice, and lightning when equipped. And Spell Daggers, daggers imbued with elemental energy. They deal devastating damage to enemies vulnerable to a specific element. That's cool. So his primary arm is daggers, and he can also use spears. So he's kind of like a dragoon. Gay Bolg. A famed weapon whose full potential went long untapped. It inflicts heavy damage when used to Warp Strike. And Lucian Assassin Lance. This sleek lance boosts the spirit of every skilled Lucian assassin. Nice. So, accessories for you. I guess we'll do Ring of Resistance so there won't be any friendly fire. And then we got Prompto, who's got Piercer, which we saw in the tutorial. Pierce target with a firearm to hit multiple enemies in a line. Reduce enemy defense. Depletes tech bar by 1. So of course his primary arm are guns. He's got a handgun. A gun made for tracking moving targets. Allows the wielder to destroy appendages with greater ease. And Lucian assassin guns. These deadly guns boost the ballistic damage of every skilled Lucian assassin. Nice. And we can give him... Yeah, his secondary arm is machinery, which is pretty much like Edgar's tools. But sadly, we don't have any yet, so can't put any on him right now. Guess we'll give him tacticians, whatever. Alright, so outfits for him, he's got a pretty decent amount. Crow. An outfit fitting to venture outside. Ooh. I kind of like that one. Galadian gear. Rough outfit for Galadian units. Kind of like a black dealio there. That's kind of cool. Versus 13. An outfit from long ago. Huh. Kind of like a casual deal. Cross duty. A half-mixed outfit for the Crown's Guard. That gives you a lot of elemental defense. Nightcrawler. Ignis and jacket style. Huh, look at that thing. Jaeger. Hunter garb mixed with Crown's Guard elements. Not a bad thing. Kingsglaive Ascension 3. Has some pretty good stats on it. Meh. And then he's got his usual attire. Fatigue snow jacket. Crown's Guard casual. Huh. Unkempt Crown's Guard. his hair's all messed up now. Can't do that on television. Casual outfit. Meh. Casual outfit, no jacket. And of course the Magitech exosuit. Let's see, what do we want to use? Nightcrawler. Cross duty. Versus 13. Galadian gear. Crow. I do kind of like that, so I think we'll do that. Prompto. So he's got Corvo. Kingsglaive outfit for the outdoors. Ho ho ho! Crown's Guard uniform. Cardigan tactical. A sweater with a few tactical accuments. That's kind of cool. Gray casual outfit. Meh. Galadian garb. A lot of characters can have that. Kingsglaive Ascension 2. Then of course his usual attires. No jacket. Casual outfit. Casual outfit, no jacket. And the Magitech exosuit, of course. Might actually give you that. I think I'm actually gonna be wearing this because I like it a lot. Alright. So let's actually do stuff here, shall we? Bum bum. We got some cars. So you pretty much just want to look around here, see what's going on. Actually, I should probably put weapons on myself. That would probably be a good idea. So we have Engine Blade. You want to hold on to this weapon because there's a few points throughout the game where you can actually upgrade it. A blade Noctis received from Regis for his 16th birthday. It absorbs the elemental powers of defeated foes. And we got the crowbar. Metallic tool that could prove quite useful in a pinch. Allows the wielder to destroy appendages with greater ease. Blazefire Saber 15, which is actually the weapon Lightning uses in FF13. Enhanced one-handed sword with flames burning at its core. Protects the wielder when the weapon is manifest. Ragnarok, a brilliant glaive that amplifies the power of kings, allowing the wielder to deliver devastating warp strikes. And Sarah's short sword, the sword of the world's savior imbued with a holy power. Its attack increases when HP is at max. Okay, I guess we can use that. Great sword. It's good to have some of like all weapons, really. Because some enemies are weak against other things, and you know how it is. Javelin. Skybog, and then for this we can put on whatever. I guess we'll do daggers. Alright. That's good. Too bad we can't steal someone's car.
We could pick up some produce.
Sure. Ignis could make use of them.
Let me in, sir. But essentially we want to go talk to the tipster. No.
Another day to Golden. Want to push on? I'd rather take a shower. And you probably should. Let's spend the night.
Okay. Shop.
Hey, what are you after this time?
Earn guild by completing hunts or by selling trinkets you find. Okay. You can buy a broadsword. War sword. I like how down at the bottom it shows them raising their hand like a classic Final Fantasy. That's cool. But you certainly don't have anything we need.
A moment, Noct. We've expended the last of our funds on the repairs. I suggest we confer with Cindy.
Broken down and flat broke.
Adding insult to injury.
Old man's in for both after charging us that much.
The Pauper Prince, level 1. So this is the first actual quest. Prince Noctis and his royal retinue set out to sail for the neighboring land of Accordo, where the prince is to wed his betrothed. Having channeled all their funds into repairs for the regalia, which is our car. However, the four friends must now find a way to earn some gil, the currency of choice outside Insomnia.
Yeah, let's pay him a visit.
So we want to go talk to Cindy.
She ain't gonna be ready for a while. Y'all need something?
Ask for a discount.
Bit steep for a simple tune-up, don't you think?
Oh, now I get it. This must be what Papa teach them boys a lesson. Told me he ought to have y'all take care of some ornery varmints that have been causing a ruckus around here. I'd be happy to pay y'all for your services if you're up to the challenge. How about it?
Well, so much for finding an easy way out. Thanks a lot, Pawpaw.
Earn 10 AP. Spend ability points, AP, to power up Noctis and his friends. Acquire new abilities on the Astral Sphere from the Ascension menu. Yeah, so that's how you learn abilities. I would actually recommend going for exploration first because it'll allow you to get more AP faster. So you know. Not sure if we can get anything yet, but yeah, not yet. We need more. So.
But don't go running around after dark. The demons are liable to rip y'all to shreds. Here, this ought to be enough for a place to stay. Just between us, though. Don't tell Pawpaw.
Da-na-na. We got a bronze bangle. Bronze bangle. A bangle forged of bronze increases maximum HP slightly. I guess you can have that. Okay. So now we got some monies. Refuel. Use the pump to refuel when the regalia is running low on gas. Yeah, you do gotta fill up your car on gas. That's just the way it has to be. How you doing? The perfect pots and pans for your next camping trip. Can't find what you need? Ask our staff.
Hey, let's see what they've got for sale.
We've already brought everything we need.
Junon Super Engine Oil. I think it means chewed on Super Engine Oil. FF7 reference. Power up your performance.
They've got everything here.
Take a look at this.
What about it?
Master Zero Friction. The life-lengthening heavy-duty rust remover. Nice. Monster Mutation. Dangerous dual horns. Something strange is happening to the beasts.
Anything worth reading about?
Try Phoenix Orange. Also available in purple. Classic. How you doing?
Well, howdy!
How you doing, man? Doing alright? So, you got some random items here. You can buy some ingredients if you want. A repair kit. You want to buy the soundtracks here for FF4 and FF8.
Much appreciated.
I mean, if you want to. You don't have to, but... Hammerhead sticker. It's recommended to buy the repair kit because we'll need it for a quest later on. A run-of-the-mill set of car repair tools, not compatible with the regalia, but could have some use. We'll actually need it for a quest later. And we can buy a Hammerhead sticker for our car. A Hammerhead-themed decal. Every fan wants at least one of these on their car. Alright, that should be good for now.
Thank you kindly. You see this, Nux? What about it?
Alright. Wow, wow. Love the song so much.
Want to go check it out? What is it?
You can sprint.
After his son's act.
Taka's Pit Stop. Our spicy jambalaya will have you jumping for joy and scampering for seconds. Give it a taste.
I wonder what sort of meat they use here.
Doesn't matter, as long as it tastes good.
So I think you actually have to come here to advance the plot.
Well, I'll go see
I'm not sure.
coming along. Be back in a minute.
About that, don't they call you when your car's ready?
They do, but you know me. Can't stand being apart from my precious.
Ha! Your precious Cindy.
So this is like a diner, basically. Yeah, since we're in modern times in this game, you go to like diners and gas stations and rest stops and such. So that's pretty cool.
Welcome. I can tell you all about the area.
Yeah, so you want to talk to him to open up a bunch of stuff.
Y'all hungry for info?
Nearby havens have been marked on your map. Nearby parking spots have been marked on your map. New outposts have been marked on your maps. Procurement points have been marked on your map. So procurement points are stuff where you can get items, havens, or like camping sites. That kind of deal. Restaurant proprietors will tip you off to hunts that award gil and other prizes. Slay the targets and report back to these tipsters to claim your bounty. Complete hunts to earn stars and increase your hunter rank. More challenging hunts will become available at higher ranks.
Take your pick.
Pretty much. So we got Howling Wind of Hunger. You might want to start with that one if you want. Target 7 saber tusks. Habitat the Weaver Wilds. Active all times. 1 star. Bounty 740 gil and reward 1 high elixir. I'm sure we can handle that.
Much obliged.
And
Bet you young'uns got an appetite.
You can have a meal if you want. May not be a terrible idea if you can afford one. You probably won't be able to afford the laden jambalaya because that's 700 gil. But we can afford the chili con carne for 50 gil. Increases attack by 20 and maximum HP by 50.
Coming right up.
Oh yeah, here it comes.
Nah. That looks good, actually. We got buffs.
I dare say I could make this at camp.
And now he knows how to make that. He got a new recipe for that. So sometimes you'll get recipes by doing that.
Had your fill? Good.
Dun-dun-dun. Dishes. So we got a new one. It's not actually the same thing, but it's a little bit different. Burly Bean Bowl. But it's essentially the same. It's actually better. Increases attack by 40, increases maximum HP by 300. And sometimes it'll show one of the characters with a heart. That means they'll get an even bigger bonus for it. So, sometimes that can happen.
We sure about this?
If you're hankering to see the